Let's get it. All right, my niggas. Happy Sunday, y'all. Boruto episode 168. It was a breath of fresh air. It was like we got into a lot of action last time around. The last couple of episodes around, we got into a lot of action. So to have a little, I wouldn't say dialogue heavy, but but I would say like meaty dialogue heavy, where it was juicy enough to keep you gripped in and shit. And it was like I said, it was a little cakewalk type episode. We already seen them niggas throw them hands and shit. And that sounded trained, OG characters and shit. Kakashi. Let's get into it, man. I'm a little bit out of my element. Like I said, I'm in a new situation. As you can see, that is my kitchen. This is all my shit. I'm in a van. All right. So how I do these things is I give you a list of things that caught my attention, my eye, and my little thoughts on it as the episode rolled off. So there's no real pros and cons type thing. It's very fluid type of a rollout. So let's begin with my first point. With number one, we have off the rip Kakashi, bruh. So he's just strolling, taking a little shopping spree, little thing or some shit. He's retired, bruh. My nigga kicking it. But we see him drop a bell. And from the last episode where we left off, he was like, something in my bones is telling me I'm going to be called to be doing some fuck shit. And little behold, we got Boruto pulling up on him as he's picking up his bell, asking him to be trained. And he even bows down to him, which is a bit of a humbling side of Boruto. He's definitely taken the L before, and we're seeing that impact of it. We're seeing the aftermath of the whole Deepa situation and whatnot. And he even tells Kakashi something different than the first time we seen him be trained by another person. So with this situation with Kakashi, he says, I need to be like my dad. I need to have a Rasengan as big as his. Whereas when he first, like in the earlier stages of this series, we see him go towards Kakashi, not Kakashi, but Sasuke. And it's more so of a thing where I need to be better than my dad. I need to be against my dad. I need to find out his weaknesses and whatnot. So it's like a whole flip side to him. He's like a change of character now, and it's moving towards a better side of things. And that was my second point. So 1 and 2 to number 3. Hands and knees on Boruto. Now, at this point, Boruto's on his hands and knees because Kakashi's like, bro, I'm retired, my nigga. I'm not with the shits no more, bro. And the thing that kind of turned me off with this scene is like, all right, you're retired and everything. Why are you still in your gear, bro? You're still wearing your shit, dog. You're still looking like you're ready for action. And we already know, like, if you watch Naruto Explained, there's been an arc. Well, there's like this narrative. There's a storyline where Kakashi's been on a secret mission to help with the chakra illness and whatnot. So he's still active in these streets, but I guess there's like a little more leisure. I don't know if it's called it leisure. If it takes like fucking 30 days to travel somewhere, that's not leisure. But maybe he's just shit testing Boruto at this point, which gives me on to my fourth point. So Kakashi finally, he's like, you know what? I'm not going to teach you, but I'll watch you, my nigga. And we learned a little bit more about Boruto's special vanishing Rasengan, right? So I guess like he already has a change of nature in it that he doesn't even know, which makes me think, what's up with his chakra? Because we just think it's like wind style. We know he uses wind style and whatnot, but naturally it has this electric element. There's a lightning element which makes it vanish. So when he adds more wind, will it be two nature changes? It's kind of interesting for me, And that was my third and fourth point. With fifth, now Sarada, we get to her training with her father, Sasuke. I'm sorry, y'all. And opposed to Boruto, Sarada's more like a straight G, dog. She's getting hit with pellets and whatnot, getting fucked the shit up. But she has this different attitude. It's more like, oh, this is nothing. I could take it, Dad. I could take it, Dad. Whereas Boruto has this more energetic, this childlike, and this optimistic attitude about his whole regime. His like aura is different. It's different. Where Sarada seems more gritty. She's more like tomboyish. It's not Sasuke, but maybe Sasuke Jr. Boruto, he's more like, I don't know, he's just eager. He has like a little bit of a might guy with him, mixed with Naruto, of course. But he has a different energy, and it's not like it's not like immature. It's more like a perseverance. He has an extreme perseverance, which I like. On to 6. Now we get into a mission. Mujino and Konohamaru, they finally make it to the lab, which they're doing their underground research on. And one thing about this anime, bruh, they be putting bad bitches on, bruh, especially the black ones. We got this new lab lady, bruh. I don't even know her name. She didn't even have a name, but she had the little red hair. Bad as a motherfucker. Which moves me on to my point 7, we get to Victor, and he's, you know, at the table sitting down. They're all having tea. Konohamaru, Majino, Victor. And he starts to talk about the Great Wars and how he's been impacted by them, coming from a small nation. And you could tell he's rubbing on his little peg leg and shit, thinking about reminiscing about those Great Wars that he says all the great nations always started, leaving us, you know, in the middle of shit. And he's definitely giving off those Hidden Rain Village type vibes. You know, we could understand that side of things. We already know characters like Pain in the past, all these guys. The reason why such organizations exist in the first place, like the Akatsuki in the past, now we have this Kara organization, right? And it's almost like a repeating cycle. Like, although we have peace here, over here it's still ugly. And we've seen Boruto learn these type of things when he entered the Land of Silence, which goes into point 8. Konohamaru and Mujino, I can't drink this shit, quote unquote. So they're drinking the tea and shit, right? Victor's sitting there because he knows what it is. Victor knows he's getting spied on, but he's keeping it G. And he looks very different when he's not wearing his hat. He looks like a genuine old man. And he's just like, what's wrong? You guys think I poisoned the tea? They're all looking at it like, ugh, I don't know, dog. Should we drink it? Eventually they do. It's sweet. But that moves into a more heated debate about the Hashirama cell, right? So on one end, you got Victor saying, hey, how can you say this is yours where our team found it? It's in our lab. And you're just coming here. You guys are like dogs. You guys are the Hidden Leaf dogs, and you're coming in here trying to rob me in my own village. And when he calls them the Hidden Leaf dogs, it kind of reminds me of like Asian beef, no pun intended, where like you get the Chinese versus the Japanese calling each other dogs and shit. It's very like I guess dog in Asia is like one of the worst things you could be. I don't know. I don't want to be, you know, accused. And I only got about 2 more points, man. Like I said, it was a very simple episode, but I liked it. It was a breath of fresh air. It was very, I don't know, man. It was interesting, man. Especially if you're an OG fan, you see like these little tidbits. If you read the manga, you know, it's like the more you know about the Naruto universe, the better you can enjoy little, I wouldn't call them filler, but little beefy or side dish episodes like this. Whereas now point 10, Kakashi ain't doing shit, bruh. So we get to this point where Boruto's kind of breaking, his wheels a little bit breaking. He's like, his Rasengan's not doing shit. He's trying to put in the wind with it, but it's flying all over the air. Kakashi's like, bruh, I told you I ain't here to teach you, dog. I said I'd be your fucking chaperone. I'm watching you, dog. I'm just watching. I'm observing. He gives him a tip from Naruto about trying to split the chakra. Imagine yourself splitting it and sharpening it like a fucking knife or whatever the fuck. And here I'm thinking, okay, eventually Boruto's gonna use a shadow clone just like his pops did in order to, you know, master this whole new Rasengan, right? And eventually he does overcome his, you know, his ills, his whatnots, and even surprises Kakashi when he throws that bitch and cuts a fucking boulder in half. He finally, you know, you see Kakashi's eyes, real eyes. No more Sharingan, bruh. We missed the Sharingan, but he's shocked when he sees the end result of Boruto's training. Whereas now we have Sarada. Sarada's been going through such an intense training. And I don't even really think she fucking... I don't think she fucking... Her training's not done. So maybe the next episode we'll see some more. Because I don't really remember how they ended her whole thing with Sasuke. But we could see her left eye is really still fucked up, man. She's bleeding and shit. She's fighting through it. And she learns that she can't really train her Sharingan to evolve. She has to go through some more shit. She has to feel extreme emotions. And so what they do instead is like, man, you haven't even learned your base Sharingan. You still have that one Tomoe. And we got to work on that, my nigga. So that's where we are with this shit, man. Like I said, it was a solid episode, real solid episode. I enjoyed it. I almost forgot it was Sunday, man. Like I said, my life is a little bit different now, man. Right now I'm at a park right now, bowling. I stood at a hotel last night. You know, I just wanted to try new things. I'm still learning this whole this operation. It's honestly, bro, like I said, one of my dudes hopped in my comment section. He said he was, I just don't want no one to think like I'm down and out, bro. Trust me. I'm just like, this energy that you're seeing right now is just more so of an awkwardness because I don't really like to film in front of people. It's like, it's a Sunday, it's a weekend. So like people are out and about here and shit. So I don't have my normal energy. I'm trying to keep it, you know, low key. But like I said, man, don't feel bad, bro. This is just part of the fucking journey. We out here. I'm your boy. I got another channel if you want to know more about this homeless situation. I'm your boy Nat Grandchild, aka the Living Anime, aka that nigga. This is the Boruto side of things. Boruto, thank you. Boruto creators, Boruto content creators, thank you, because you guys keep me pushing. You guys make me feel like as my life is a little bit more normal than it is. But like I said, man, if you just focus, just focus on doing what the fuck you like to do. I'm not here to preach. I'm just here to say thank you. Thank you. Happy Sunday, y'all. Peace.